this is Michelle and welcome back to our MamaBuzz channel. In today's episode, we are starting our MamaBuzz and Beyond series in which I'll be showcasing products and services that's geared towards pregnancy, postpartum, self-care, and everything related to motherhood and babies because as you all know, MamaBuzz is all about balancing wellness with the baby. So now I am so excited and so lucky that we have our first guest and she's no other than Cher from Dragonfly Maternity. Let's welcome.
Alright, hi everyone. I'm Cher Compton. I'm from Dragonfly Maternity. I live here in Calgary, Alberta with my amazing husband and two wonderful boys. And I'm the owner and founder and community builder behind Dragonfly Maternity.
First off, I'm just gonna give you a backtrack how I met Cher. So we actually met in one of the fundraising gala of Real Biz Moms in Calgary. So it was just a random chit chat here and there. And when I look up her website, and we finally met on Instagram because of social media, right? So let's start by asking her a few questions so that you have a little bit of background about her. So Cher, tell us about how have you been coping with this whole new normal?
Yeah, it's a little bit surreal if you're talking about in some ways, but I'm very grateful that first and foremost, the help of my family and that we're able to stay strong together through that, and that community is still there. All of these connections that we all have makes such a world of a difference. But the business is so important to be pivoting and growing and changing. So with that, things are a little bit different than they were before, but we're very excited to have our online shop launched during this pandemic. Very timely that we had that very close at the time. And with the virtual classes, we're still striving to stay connected with the community that way and be able to support moms, not only through physical well-being, but also just the emotional connections and the relationships. So.
That's so awesome to hear. So now my question to you is, why Dragonfly Maternity? Like I always have the question, like how come she came up with that? And I actually like her logo, so I was like, why? Like how did you come up with that, and how did you start your business?
Yeah, I've always been fascinated personally by dragonflies and really drawn to them. So even as a child, it's been very impactful in my life. And when I learned about them later on, becoming a mother and whatnot, I learned that the symbolism behind dragonflies is transformation and growth.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I have a prosperity element as well, which is kind of neat, but just the whole concept of a woman transforming and changing to become a mother, it seemed a really symbolic way to tie that in, and it had a lot of personal connection for me. And I actually have a dragonfly tattoo on my leg that says "Enjoy the journey," and it was a very impactful time for me in my life when I was becoming a mom. And just realizing that this world that I was creating for this little one I was his world and he was mine, and being able to take these moments that were so hard through becoming a mom, it's one of the hardest but most amazing things I've ever done, and being able to see that I need to take care of myself through that too, and that journey becoming a mom and raising a family got a lot of ups and downs to it, but it's such a beautiful journey. So just riding out those waves and enjoying the journey became my motto through motherhood. So
that's such a lovely story, Nick. Thank you so much for sharing to us. Like how, as you all know, Cher has products and services. So why don't you tell us more about that? Like what you offer?
Yeah, it all. And all the stuff I was gonna say. Yes, with the business, it all started with the clothing. I wanted to actually rewind 12 years ago when I was first pregnant and becoming a mom. I was trying to look for affordable ways to find clothing and update my wardrobe for a very short period of time. And there was a little bit of options out there, but there wasn't a whole lot. It seemed like an untapped market to me where using and really being able to impact the earth positively that way, and not just having people to sell in the landfill. Textiles are actually the #1 substrate from landfills, which is crazy to me. So that's kind of a side note with all of that. But honestly, just keeping it more affordable for moms and kind of that pay it forward. Like a lot of friends and sisters and colleagues, they share things which I love when that can happen. You can help out a fellow mom or woman going through that journey. And for those of us, there's so many people from Calgary that live here now that don't have the family or the immediate connections. You come here and you're starting to build your circle and you're having a family, and you may not have those connections, or someone's not the same size as you.
That's true.
Yeah, so just having those options where you can come, have a wide range of products, and the price point is substantially lower, and it's reusing these clothes that are still almost like brand new. So that is where it all began, with this idea of clothing, where I couldn't find anything really like that for myself. So for my first pregnancy, it all kind of started as a little idea, I suppose, even though I didn't have plans of opening a shop back then. But becoming a mom kind of started that way for me. And then fast forward to my next pregnancy a few years later, still nothing out there, and I thought, well, maybe I could do something with this and really harness that untapped potential. And from the clothing, it really started to branch out. So when I'm celebrating 4 years this summer, actually, which is really exciting.
Wow.
So just previous to that, when I was just starting to get the business going, from an idea to actually forming a business plan and getting this a little bit more concrete, I started to talk to more mom friends and ask them, what their journey was about, what were the struggles and challenges that they had. And coming into a lot of aspects that were the exercise, the physical, the connection, the relationships, the support. So I started to add in these pieces that were really impactful for me. And prenatal yoga was one of those things, which I will circle back on later. But it was definitely starting to come into a holistic form of offering a bunch of different pieces for moms, and being able to provide not only the physical well-being, which is part of what we do here at the studio, the beauty of yoga and a lot of other forms of exercise and whatnot. To me, the depth with that is that you get the physical, also the emotional layers, the spiritual, the psychological.
So since Dragonfly Maternity is actually considering the holistic approach for the overall wellness of women, so I just want to ask Cher, because she's teaching yoga too, right? So I just want to ask, what are the benefits of yoga so that we can actually share that to our audience as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I fell in love with yoga years ago, just under personal practice. So to me, it has, again, a lot of those components of getting in touch with your physical strength and healing. Not only building strength, a lot of people think yoga is just stretching and finding space in the body. Releasing is more so what we tap into with that. There is the strength building that we can come into in our postures. There's the awareness of physically, like the mind-body connection. Our bodies hold on to so much, and when we slow down and take the time to work through that, that's where a lot of healing can come through. And there's the therapeutic side. There's many modalities of yoga. And the breath work that comes into it, the meditation, the components of, again, tapping into all of those layers, not just the physical aspects of our physical bodies, but also just all those different layers, that we can come into for healing and strengthening and releasing and becoming whole again.
Yeah, so I also want to let you know that in our next video, we're actually showing you a mini class for a prenatal yoga, correct? But I'm not pregnant. I'm just clearing that out. So we're going to show you a video on that. So just make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you'll be up to date with all our videos. So Cher, just because we're talking about yoga, can you tell us what are your favorite poses?
I have, in my personal practice, I have a lot of favorite postures, so I'll touch on that a little bit too. And I did want to mention that the reason that I became a yoga teacher was specifically for the prenatal. I wanted to be able to share that with women, and going through that journey myself, again, that's where I got in touch with my changing body. There's a lot of shifting and whatnot that happens when you're becoming a mom, and connection with my little one, and then again, those relationships formed through that. So that was definitely what I wanted to focus on when I became a yoga teacher. So I'll share a little bit about the favorite postures that I have for prenatal as well, for the moms out there that are in that stage. Personally, for me, in my practice, and this can be translated into a lot of different stages and levels wherever you're at, more of an active, robust posture that is more of strength building and generating heat in the body. I love twisted dragonfly. I Dragonfly. I
Dragonfly.
found the name after I knew the posture. I thought, of course, this would be a favorite of mine. It's a standing posture that involves a twist where you're grounding down on one side and then rising up and finding that space, expansion in the heart. You're building strength through the core. You're invigorating your lower body. You have a lot of foundation and a lot of rise. Yeah, so that is, it feels so good in the body, and it's, it's a beautiful posture. And more of a grounding, restorative posture, getting into the hips, which is an area that we just hold on to so much as well. So we find that favorite posture that releases in the hips. Beautiful. So my favorite posture that way is Kapotasana, pigeon pose. And it's one that you're bringing your energy down towards the earth, which is really restorative, as well as finding a really supported posture that you can just melt in and let all tension go in your body and just feel this evolution of the body, the mind, the emotions.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite personal one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll share one for prenatal. One that is a beautiful, it's just a very simple posture, but cat-cow, honestly, and it's so good for all of us.
It's actually good.
You can ground into your hands and knees, and then bringing about movement into the hips, the shoulders, the heart space, the spine, and really getting into the entire body is a beautiful posture for labor and delivery, actually. So.
That's great to hear. So I'm so excited for our next episode because we're going to be showing that to all of you, right? So some sample poses. So now, Cher, where can people find you? Like anything that are you doing some classes online so that they can actually join and subscribe? So tell us, where can we find you?
Yes, so we are online with our classes. Through this pandemic, we've gone strictly virtual for the studio classes. I was saying earlier, I so miss having people here, and we're all just doing what we can to stay connected through this time. So we will continue to have those virtual classes as well, and it reaches anyone in the full time zone. So that's a beautiful thing that way. Once we do open the studio, and we do have the shop open again here, you can find us in person at 2104 Center Street Northeast. So we're on the corner of 20th Ave and Center Street North, right next door to the Rosso in the Central Building.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. So we're gonna have a tour as well in her shop. You call it shop, right?
Shop studio.
And studio. She is a MamaBuzz. So lastly, is there anything that you want to share to our audience? Like anything that I don't know about you, because I think you covered everything. You're a MamaBuzz. So tell us about it.
Yeah, we're so excited. There's two pieces that we've recently launched. Again, the online shop you can find on our website, dragonflymaternity.ca, and we do ship across Canada, and we do have free in-store pickup for locals, so that's an option too. So that is one newer piece at our space in the dark community here. And the other component is our new memberships that we're rolling out. We're so excited about those. There's two different tiers depending on where you are at, what your needs are. So you can check out all those details on our website too. And yeah, we're so excited to continue connecting and building this community. The relationships are 100% the why behind this and why I started everything. So I love connecting with people here and online.
I love it. Thank you so much, Cher. Yay!
Awesome.